Governor of Arkansas. And yes, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders loves homeschoolers. A lot of times when people come to speak to one of our events, they pop in, they speak, and then they leave. Her staff wanted me to be sure to tell you that she wants to remain here after she finishes her speech, just to get to know you better. And so Sarah, we really appreciate that. But I did print off the bio from the website. I'm going to read some of it because I wanted to have a little bit of time for a little color commentary. So, Governor Sanders, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, is the 47th governor of Arkansas. Inaugurated on January 10th, 2023, she's the first woman to serve as governor of the state and currently the youngest governor in the country. Prior to her historic victory, Sarah served as White House press secretary for President Donald J. Trump from 2017 to 2019. A trusted confidant of the president, she advised him on everything from press and communication strategy to personnel and policy. For 2.5 years, Sarah worked closely with the president, battling the media, working with lawmakers and CEOs, and accompanying the president on every foreign trip, including dozens of meetings with foreign leaders. Sarah has previously worked in leadership for U.S. senators, governors, and presidential campaigns in Arkansas. That would be Tom Cotton, John Bozeman, and in 2007, 2008, you all may remember that Sarah helped her father, Governor Mike Huckabee, in his run for the presidency, and they had victories in Iowa and 7 other states. And so she's been honored by the New York Times, she has a New York Times bestseller, and so forth and so on, but she's an Arkansan, folks. She grew up in Pine Bluff and Texarkana. She went to school at Central High here in Little Rock, went to Ouachita Baptist University. My apologies to anybody from Henderson that might feel otherwise, but we are very, very proud that Sarah is a true Arkansan. But I want to say this. I've known Sarah since I walked these halls back in the 1990s with her father, Governor Huckabee. And there is nobody that I respect more than her dad for the stand that he took. He fought the good fight out here, and in fact, in 1997, he and I worked together to deregulate homeschooling and got rid of some of the egregious things that they were making us do as homeschoolers. And you may not know it, but you're still benefiting from some of that work that we did back in 1997. Those were hard-fought, hard-won freedoms. Sarah, I heard your dad say one time that politics is a contact sport. And it is, for those of us that have been in it for a while. And I've got a plaque in my office, Sarah, that your dad gave me. I believe it was on the 10th anniversary of Family Council. He came over and just said, Jerry, I want you to have this plaque. And you know what it was? It was the man in the arena. President Roosevelt's speech about the man in the arena. And the part I love most in there is it's not the critic that counts, the one who points how the strong man stumbles, but it's the man in the arena whose face is mired with dirt and sweat and blood, and who strives greatly and aspires to do great deeds and all. And Sarah, I view you as the person in the arena. Your education bill has the potential of doing more for the people of Arkansas, hear me people, than any bill I have ever seen introduced in this building in 34 years. It's the top. And so Sarah, I want you to know that you're not in the arena alone. These people are with you. We are in the arena with you. and we will fight with you, for you, against whatever comes. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Governor of Arkansas.
Thank you so much, Jerry, and good morning. You know, a lot of people probably don't know all of the history that my family has supporting the homeschool community. In fact, the very first governor to ever appoint a homeschool parent to the State Board of Education was my dad, and it was the first appointment he made. And that started not only a long history, but a long life of respect and love for the homeschool community. Not only did he do that, but we also discovered over the course of many campaigns that homeschool families make the very best campaign volunteers. So be happy to sign anybody up while you're here. Jerry, thank you so much for the very kind introduction, but more importantly, thank you for the work that you do every day on behalf of conservatives across the state of Arkansas. The work that you do at Family Council has literally helped shape the conservative movement here in our state, and for that we are incredibly grateful. It is so exciting to be here this morning to celebrate Homeschool Day at the Capitol. Thankful for Representative Cooper and Lisa Crook from the Department of Education, and most importantly, all of the homeschooling advocates and parents that are here today. We are right off the heels of filing what we think is the most transformational education legislation that not only our state has ever seen, but frankly, that our country has ever seen. So what a fitting way to celebrate with all of you here this morning. Like a lot of Americans, I got my first personal experience homeschooling during the pandemic. Because of unscientific school lockdowns, Brian and I decided to get together with my brother and sister-in-law to homeschool our 6 kids together. I had just finished up 3.5 years at the White House and was kind of looking forward to a break. Let me be clear, the joke was obviously on me. There is absolutely nothing relaxing or nothing remotely similar to a vacation about homeschooling 6 kids that were in the 2nd grade, kindergarten, and preschool. We had our work cut out for us. But the experience gave me an even greater appreciation for the moms and dads who decided to homeschool their kids. I also had absolutely no idea that 3rd grade math had gotten so hard since I had taken it many years ago. There are tens of thousands of homeschool children in the state of Arkansas, and that number is growing every single day. I've always believed that parents know what's best for their kids, especially when it comes to education. Deciding to teach your kids yourself is no small commitment, and Arkansas should help parents when they make the choice to do so. As I hope all of you know, the legislature introduced my education bill, Arkansas Learns, yesterday. That legislation will go a long way toward assisting Arkansas families that decide to homeschool their kids. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the courage and the strength from our legislators. Certainly Senator Breanne Davis, Representative Keith Brooks, who helped lead this effort, as well as all of our co-sponsors in the legislature who are taking a stand for Arkansas students and making sure that we deliver the very best education opportunities in the state of Arkansas. Part of this plan includes a new program called Education Freedom Accounts. Parents that decide to opt in will receive resources to send their children to whatever school works best for their family, whether it's public, private, parochial, or homeschool. For those students that have been trapped in failing schools just because they live in the wrong zip code, this will be a game changer. And for those parents who want to homeschool their kids but can't afford it, The Education Freedom Account program will finally allow them to give their children the tailored homeschooling that they need and frankly that they deserve. Once this legislation passes, and let me be clear, it will pass, we will get the job done. Education Freedom Accounts will open up to our neediest families first, and in 3 years it will be available to every family in the state of Arkansas. I know how hard homeschooling advocates have fought for a bill like this. I'm proud to be the governor who will finally get it over the finish line. As I said when I was running for this office, I want to take our state to the very top. And this is one of the things that will help us get there. Thank you all for joining us bright and early. I also hope all of the kids here are getting school credit. If you need me to sign a slip of some sort, I'll be happy to do that. Frankly, I think it should be more than just school credit. I think there should be some bonus points involved. Good luck today as you tour our Capitol and you meet with your legislators. And I hope that every legislator that you meet, you will tell them how important this piece of legislation is. Make sure they look into your kids' faces and they understand the opportunity in front of them, and that we deliver the best education legislation reform that we possibly could. Because we can't do it without the legislature. Thankfully, we have amazing partners, both in the House and the Senate, that are going to make sure that we get this done. But when you leave here today, I hope that you don't end your time of encouraging your legislators to support this bill. I hope that you'll call their office. I hope that you'll email their office and you let them know how important this legislation is and the impact that it will have on our family. We need all hands on deck to get this across the finish line. Let them know that you support the Arkansas Learns legislation. It's the biggest and the boldest education reform in the country. And with your help, we will get the job done and take Arkansas to the top. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the work that you do. God bless you and God bless our great state. Thank you so much.